Now, what I want to do, and this was, this exercise will only be as valuable, or will only be valuable if you participate. Okay, so if you have apprehensions about posting in the comments, or you're just shy or whatever, I'm going to challenge you to get out of your shell and participate. Okay. What I want you to do in the comments, and we'll get to the email questions. Some of you are asking some questions about the emails. We'll get to those at the end, okay? Because I want to keep moving along here. What I want you to do in the comments is I want you to look at, you can look at the last 12 months, the last 24 months, it's up to you. And I want you to and most of you probably remember this. Some of you may have to do a little, a quick little research. I want you to post your best month transaction-wise over the last 12 to 24 months. So what was your best month, the most transactions from a number, a unit number of transactions, not volume, units that you closed in a single month? Your best month ever, the last 12 to 24 months. Okay, your best ever the last 12 to 24 months. I think I have 6 scheduled for February, so that would probably be mine. I don't think I did. For those of you who don't know me, I just jumped back into active production at the beginning of last year, 0 to 30. I closed my 30th on December 31st, and looking to more than double that this year. Okay, so we're starting to get some response. I don't want the month. I want the number. I want the number of closed transactions that was your best month in the last 12 to 24 months. Okay, so 3, 4, 4, 5, 4, 5, 2, 1. But my man Toughest, like, you're just getting started. I know you're new in the game here. Harry, 2. John, 1. Keep them coming. Come on, people. 3. Travis, thank you for that. 4. 4. I think, Laurie, you mean 4. It was FOR, but I think you probably mean 4. Jason, 5. Rick, 2. Michelle, an animal, 8. I love it. Laura, 2. Bob, 3. Come on, keep them coming, people. Keep them coming. 5 closed. 4. Doreen, thank you. George, 2. Come on. Allison, 3. Good for you, Allison. Right on. Daphne, 3. Right on. 4. I love it. Hillary, 2. Good stuff. Lori was 4. Sorry. Susan, 3. I love the participation, people. It shows me that you're like serious about this. Tanya, 7. Donna, 2. Weston, 3. Right on. Come on, keep them coming. Brandy, 12. Woo! That's some good stuff right there. Gail, Gigi, 3 of them. Good stuff. Come on. I know there's more of you here than are responding. Come on, people. Get out of your comfort zone. Kathleen, 2. Okay, this is a judgment-free zone here, right? There's no right or wrong answers. This is a judgment-free zone. Come on, a couple more. Let's get 3 or 4 more, and then we're gonna do the little exercise here. Karen, 2. Sonia, 2. Come on, one or two more. We almost have 100% of you. Well, getting close to. Brandy got a whole bunch of love there on that 12. I love it too. Come on. Don't be shy. Let's see one or 2 more. Oh, the others are in the bathroom, Kathy says. Okay, fair enough. We are going on a little long here. Come on, one more number. I want to see one more number from somebody who hasn't posted yet. The most transactions you've closed in a single month in the last 12 to 24 months. Your best month ever. Come on. All right, fine. I'll be it. I didn't post mine. 6. There we go. Okay. So Here's what I want you to do now. You might close your eyes during this. You might take notes, right? You might write down what comes to mind. There's no right or wrong way to do this, but I want you to participate. I want you to imagine, I want you to visualize, I want you to picture, I want you to journal. What would it be like? What would it be like if your best month ever became the norm, became the average, right? Your best was now the baseline. What was your ceiling is now the floor. What would that do? How would that affect you when it comes to your the balance that you may have in your family? How would that affect you, your body, right? How would that affect you mentally, emotionally? How would that affect your bank account? How would that affect your progress towards retirement or preparing for retirement? Okay? No right or wrong answers here. I just want you to envision, okay, visualize or journal or picture in your brain, how would your life be different if what was the ceiling became the floor? If it was your PR, your personal record, became like nothing. Like it was like, just another month. That's just what I do. I close 5 deals a month. It's just what I do. I think it was Brandy. I closed 12 a month. 12 times 12, that's 144. Yeah, no big deal. 144 a year? It's nothing, right? Maybe it's 2 a month. That's still 24 a year. I know some of you that mentioned 2 in your average price point. That's still a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good commission. What does that mean for you? How would that affect your family? How would that affect your ability to take care of your children or maybe your growing parents, right? What would that do for you? How would that affect your sleep, right? How would that affect your health from that perspective, from a peace of mind and a confidence perspective? How would it help you in the confidence that you have with clients? Here's what I know from experience. When you don't have a lot of deal flow, when you don't have a lot of client flow, you tend to get a little bit desperate, right? You tend to let some clients, some ornery clients, maybe push you around a little bit, right? Disrespect you, hold you to expectations that aren't realistic. Okay, well, how would that affect you? I want you to picture and envision these things in your mind. I want you to write them down, whatever makes sense for you, whatever resonates most with you. And then here's the most important part. I want you to feel what that would feel like to step into that best version of you. Okay? Envision that best version of you standing right in front of you or standing to the side of you, almost like a spirit from a movie when you see the spirit leaving that person. Well, it's standing there. Maybe that person's even looking at you. They're staring at you in your eyes. And I want you to step into that being, step into that person, become that person, feel what that would feel like. Okay? Now, yeah, look at that. Cynthia, just one average price transaction more per month would be $60,000 or more per year. Just one more per month. One more per month. Okay? Kathy, they're smiling at me. Absolutely. Joanna, gives me peace of mind. We're getting some great questions, technical questions about the email. I promise we'll address those. Okay? Feel what that would feel like. Are you standing, or is that version of you standing taller? Do you have your shoulders back more? Is your chin up higher? Is there this glow about you, right? Where you feel like literally like you're glowing, like you have an energy about you, a positive energy, an attractive energy, okay? Hopefully all of you can feel that. And what I would encourage you to do is do that frequently. Maybe every Friday, you take 5 minutes and you create that imagery in your brain of what that would look like. Now, why did I have you do that? Why did we have you go through that exercise? Because in the current market we are in, with the current market conditions we're in, and things like what's going on with the Zillow and showing time thing, it is more critical than ever. If you're going to become that best version of you, as it relates to you as the real estate professional, you have got to become a listing-centric agent. You've got to make your business and focus on making your business a listing-centric model. That's the only way that you are going to be able to step into that best version of yourself when it comes to what we do and when it comes to this business that we're in, this business that we've chosen. You've got to be that dominant listing agent, what we're calling the listing linchpin, the listing linchpin. And if that's something you're committed to, if that's something that resonates with you, if you can see that better version of you you stepping into that better version because of that, right? Because we know that listings control the inventory. If you've got the listing, who cares who owns showing time, right? If that makes sense for you, then I would implore you to check out the 2-day live listing virtual boot camp that many of you have already been sent a private message with the link, but you can check it out at virtuallistingsbootcamp.com, virtuallistingsbootcamp.com. And over a 2-day period, what we're going to do is we're going to unpack for you and give you the keys to the castle when it comes to becoming a listing linchpin. This 5-day challenge was specifically designed with tactical, easy, sort of bite-sized strategies that you can use to create some quick wins, to create some new opportunities, to create some momentum, to create some belief in yourself as it relates to getting more listings. This boot camp is about taking that and 10xing it and helping you build out predictable and scalable and profitable systems and leverage so that what we did this week, what we do this week becomes a natural thing. And that when you decide that you want to go from 5 transactions and that's your new floor, and you want to make your new floor 10, you just say, well, I'm going to bolt on this system that we covered and walked through and helped you with at the boot camp. Or I want to double that again. I'm going to take these 2 off the shelf and I'm going to bolt them in. So you can get all the details about the boot camp. It's a live virtual boot camp over 2 days, February 24th and February 25th, 11 a.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern each day. And the first day is all around lead gen systems and creating inbound listing opportunities and appointments. Day two is how do you crush that? How do you go wild with unique selling propositions, being able to offer sellers different options, how you can crush your listing appointment. And then we're going to have what I'm calling listing linchpin success panels. So we're bringing on agents all throughout different markets that are part of our organization and sharing what they're doing to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 listings a month, every month. Okay. So definitely check that out. Now, some words of warning here. Number 1, we've got early bird pricing available on it. So right now, if you go there right now, virtuallistingsbootcamp.com, you can get early bird pricing, $200 off what will be the price once the early bird period ends. Okay. You are getting first access as being participants in the challenge, but not just participants, actively engaged participants. because here's what I can commend you all for. We had a lot more people register for this thing than are on this thing right now. So you are to be commended for people of action who commit to something and see it through. Okay, so you're getting first crack at it. We are going to up the pricing at the end of the early bird period if we don't sell out before that, because we're going to limit the number of seats, the number of tickets, because we want to be able to pour into each of you, to be able to dedicate time to each of you, to create systems and solutions specifically for your market and your personality and the type of clientele that you're going after. So we want it to be, this isn't about having hundreds and hundreds of you in this live virtual boot camp. It's a boot camp. We are going to work, right? We are going to work. When we are done with the boot camp, you're going to have things that are ready to go to pour gasoline on the fire that we've built or started to build this week. So virtuallistingsbootcamp.com is where you can grab your spot, grab your seat. It's $297. The regular price is $497. So it's $200, 40% off for the early bird. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it. And listen, selfishly, just like this challenge, this is for me as well. This gives me an opportunity to clarify and then share what's working for me. And then what I know, because it's already happened in this challenge, what I know is we're going to get a ton of value from each other. We'll have, from feedback, from engagement at the boot camp. Well, hey, Josh, have you thought about this? Or, hey, what if you go after this segment of potential sellers? Or what if you took that message and put it over here in this type of strategy? So it's going to be incredible. I can't wait. John says, looking forward to it. So I appreciate that. All right. So Kathleen says, I got it in my messenger. Most never transact. Oh, we're going back to that. My bad. Okay. So let's do this now. Let's open it up for Q&A. Number one, about the homework assignment, which I'll address those now. And number two, if anyone has questions about the boot camp that they're comfortable sharing publicly, go ahead and comment below. And if not publicly, you can send me a private message. You can email, you can call, text me. I'm happy to, Kathleen, so are we going to be participating in the boot camp? Well, if you enroll in the boot camp, I would hope you would participate, right? That's the whole point. We want actively your participation, and we're going to have, just like this, we're going to have assignments. We're going to have work that you're going to complete. We'll even have some breakout rooms and some masterminding. It is going to be killer for sure. Cynthia says, I'm in, I signed up. Well, kudos to you, Cynthia. All right. While those other questions come in, let's address some of the questions about today's homework real quick. There was some email. If they think I'm a spammer for this, how do I correct it? Ellen, I'm assuming you mean if they want to unsubscribe. Well, if you're using a service for that, you can unsubscribe them, or they will have an unsubscribe link. So if you use LionDesk or KV Core or Top Producer or MailChimp or GetResponse or Constant Contact or insert any number of CRM or email provider, they're going to be able to unsubscribe from that. Dates of the boot camp. Dates of the boot camp, Laurie, February 24th and February 25th. So it's a Wednesday and a Thursday, February 24th, February 25th. Can I work in the boot camp for an hour each day in my car? I pick up the kids from school 12 to 1 each day. Absolutely, Allison. Absolutely. Because we're doing it virtually, given what's going on, and also to save you all a bunch of money. I mean, if we were doing this live in person, you have the cost of the travel and the stay over. So we can save everybody a bunch of money. But because of how we're going to be facilitating interaction and engagement and so forth, it's going to feel like we're there in person. We might even do a happy hour the Wednesday of the boot camp. I don't know. We might where we can all get our favorite beverage, our drink of choice. This is not my this wouldn't be what I would be drinking for cocktail hour. But
everything would be backed up on a membership site also, Josh. So for whatever reason, one of one of the students can't make one of the classes, all the homework assignments, the tips to get listings will all be backed up for you to get active.
So will the boot camp be mobile friendly? Yes, absolutely. Kathleen, so Kathleen was clarifying. Will we be talking? Absolutely. You won't have to, but it's going to be encouraged. And we'll be able to have open mic and bring people on that have questions or need help or to hot seat even. All of that is fair game. All of that is fair game. Let's see here. Some folks, if you're having trouble with the link, just shoot me a message or email me and we'll get you the, that's a redirect link. We can get you the direct link. Sometimes forwarding domains, for whatever reason, sometimes they just don't work the way they're supposed to. Lisa, what are all the numbers for? So Lisa, I don't know if you got caught up in here, but Lisa, what we were sharing, we were going through an exercise, sharing our best month ever transaction unit wise. So best month ever number of transactions over the last 12 to 24 months. And then we went through an exercise where we kind of step into the best version of ourselves, where that best month becomes our average month. That ceiling becomes our new floor. So that's what we were doing there. Let's see here. George, with the links in your email signature, did you notice delivery rate go down? I did not. But honestly, if that's something you're worried about, don't put them in there. Just put them in a form of a question, right? Just make it. Here's what I can tell you, okay? Because I didn't unpack this about the super signature because we were going kind of long. But what is going to happen with this is it goes back to consistency. If that is in all of your outgoing emails, what will happen is over time, over a month, over 3 months, over 6 months, over 12 months, you're going to get people that reply and say, hey, what's the deal with the special financing? Or what's the deal with the silent market program? Or what's the deal with the home boss selling system? And they just ask. They're just curious. And that's all you want is curiosity. Ellen, what's the maximum emails you can send in 24 hours? I have a lot of DBs. Some say my email always go to spam folder. So Ellen, in my opinion, it would make sense for you to use it would make sense for you to invest into a service like, I don't know what you're using for CRM, but your CRM might be able to do it. And if not, there are lots of other great options for just email functionality like this, Get Response, Constant Contact, MailChimp. I mean, there are any number of options for that.
And Josh, I've got a really good question coming in from John Rawlings. He says, Josh, I have trouble with my listing presentation. Will the boot camp address that?
100,000% yes, John. So not only will we give you the listing presentation, okay? Not only will we give you that, but my man Joe, he's one of my our secret agents for day 2 of the boot camp. My man Joe will walk you through how you can take that presentation and make it come to life and make it virtually irresistible for them to say yes right then and there. So absolutely, John, we got you covered. Here's the other cool thing, John. What I will tell you is using the systems and the methodologies and the strategies that we're going to share with you on day 1. In many cases, you won't have to use a listing presentation. Okay. So the listing that I went live with today, I have never even met her in person. Never even met her. Okay. So not only did we not do a listing presentation, I haven't met her. I will meet her tomorrow morning for the first time. Does that happen all the time? Not necessarily, but I would say more often now in the climate that we're in. So the answer is we got your answer for the listing presentation, but also understand that we are going to create listing opportunities for you in a competition-free environment. You're not going to be competing against 3 other agents, 5 other agents, 10 other agents. Maybe sometimes, but the majority of the time, I like to make things easy, right? I'm not afraid of competition, but I try to create scenarios where there is no competition, right? I want to play in a blue ocean, I don't want to swim around with the sharks in the red ocean. I want to swim in the blue ocean, right? Let me have everything. Okay.
I've got another really good question, one coming from Adele. The comments are coming in so fast, but she said essentially that she signed up and she's very excited. She's interested to learn different strategies, but then also she's interested in learning how to deal with hard to convert sellers. And that's something that we had just touched on.
So then, Adele, this is critical for you. Day 2, session 1. Day 2, session 1. That is the one that you are not going to want to miss. Okay. Now, the reality is, I don't want you to miss any of it. But that one, day 2, session 1, is where you'll see how we address that and how we use both a unique selling proposition and the ability to offer a seller multiple options. Also, day 2, session 3, who I'm calling Mr. X. It's not Joe. He's another one of our secret agents. I'm calling him Mr. X. He will show you how he's using that and weaving in the multiple options and so forth. Because here, think about this. Think about this. If or when you do have a competitive situation, okay, and the other agents you're competing with, they come in and they make this listing presentation and they tell them, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, this is how we work. This is what we do, blah, blah, blah. And you come in and not only do you have a unique proposition where you can demonstrate to them that you can help them net the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle and in the fastest amount of time. But not only that, but you offer them options where they're not saying yes or no. They're saying, I'll take option B. Who do you think they're going to work with, right? 9 out of 10 or 99 out of 100, this guy right here.
And I wanted to congratulate a few people if I could. I wanted to congratulate Kelly, Lisa Kelly, congratulations on taking action. Also,
right on.
Busy, congrats. They're coming in pretty fast. I wanted to congratulate a few people. It looks like Laura Stanford said, signed up, I'm in. Congratulations, Laura. Joanne said she signed up. Congratulations, Joanne. If you guys got any questions, put them in the question box right now. We're on a lag of a few seconds, so they do come in a moment after. But there was a couple of questions that I wanted to address. Joanne said, actually, Kathleen says, do we get lifetime access to the boot camp in case we want to go back and rewatch?
So you can. That is an optional upgrade. And here's why we did it. Number one, it will only be valuable if people are there. Okay. So for it to be as valuable for everyone is if we have people there live, right? If we were doing it in person, it wouldn't be much fun and there wouldn't be much energy if no one was there, if no one was participating. Okay. Number two, we looked at what we're charging for it versus the value that we're providing. And so we made a decision that yes, we're going to make them available, but it's a slight upgrade fee. Okay. So full transparency there, because I think someone else had asked about that. That's just full transparency. We want you to participate there live. And if you want the lifetime access to the recordings, you can have them. It's just a slight upgrade charge for it. Is one of the options for the homeowners, the Home Boss selling system. It is, Rosanna. It is. But there are numerous ways that you can slice that. I could come up with, in virtually every scenario, I could come up with at least 3 different options for a seller, regardless of the Home Boss selling system and our online offer platform. And we can dive deep into that. And I'll even, we'll even go through examples of that in the bootcamp.
I just wanted to say one thing that I thought of while I was listening to you talk. I've had the unique privilege. I've actually known Josh for over 10 years. And when I met Josh 10 years ago, he was teaching how to get buyer leads and seller leads and how to convert more sellers and convert more buyers. And the unique opportunity that we've had is we've got to see a few real estate cycles. We've got to see real estate go up in value. We've got to see it go down in value. And where we are right now is kind of on the upswing. It's a very unique time because right now the real estate market, I believe, would be in like a seller's market stage 1. The ability to get listings has never been as unprecedented as it is right now, and the necessity to get them to prime ourselves to really take advantage of what is coming out to be probably one of the most profitable years in real estate in maybe the last 10 or 15 years, 2021. So when you align yourself with Josh to get the listings that you know you deserve and position yourself as the authority listing agent, I think you all, from my perspective, are very, very lucky, because I have seen the results in advance. I've had an opportunity to see what you have not. You've been able to see, you know, the testimonials from other people in the group, but I've also had the opportunity to see the testimonials from hundreds of other agents that are in the position that you are right now, took action and transformed their real estate businesses as well as their lives and their income. So I'm really excited for you guys.
So I want to address something that Ed, a comment that Ed made, and give him some props for it. And I also totally forgot about one cool bonus for those of you early action takers that take action in the early bird window. So I'm going to share that. Ed says, I am in. I will have to cancel a doctor appointment I've had for a year. Now, far be it from me to recommend that Ed do that, but kudos to Ed for being willing to do that, because I'm telling you, there is something, even in a virtual environment, there is something special that happens when a group of like-minded, hungry, motivated individuals come together. And you won't be able to replicate that experience if you're not in that virtual live environment. So good for you, Ed. Good for you, Ed. So before I share the bonus, a lot of people are asking for the homework assignment. So I'm going to reiterate it, and then I'll put it in the description. But the homework assignment is this. Send out a broadcast or mass email to your entire database. There are examples in the document that's in the description of this video. For a bonus, include or make sure that you've got your super signature created, so that all of those outgoing emails, those people that get your email are going to see that super signature. Take screenshots of those and post them as a standalone post in the group with the hashtag day4HW. Hashtag day4HW. Now, for those of you, so don't worry if you've already signed up, like Karen, and it looks like maybe Jeffrey as well. For those of you who have already signed up, you're going to get this as well. What I'm going to do as a pre-boot camp, sort of, I'm going to call it maybe a mini camp, right? You know how for football, they go to mini camp before they go to the real, the actual boot camp. We're going to do a little mini camp where I'm going to unpack one of the strategies. In fact, it's the strategy that I used to get the listing that I just mentioned that went live today, that I have not met Jennifer in person as of yet. We've had a couple of phone calls, bunch of text messages, bunch of emails, not met her in person. And we are live on the MLS right now using the Home Boss selling system. I'm going to show you, walk you step by step, click by click, exactly how I did that. And I am willing to bet, it will be completely new and unique for you. Maybe the execution of it, not so much, but I'm telling you that this is it's a potential game changer, and it's something that I am adding in to my business so I can step into that best version of me, where my ceiling of number of transactions becomes my new floor. Okay. And so that will happen, and that will make sure that one, because it's going to be scheduled a little last minute. I believe it'll be next Tuesday, but I don't have the time blocked in yet. We'll make sure that all of you that enroll into the boot camp, you will get the recording of that. You will get the recording of that so that you can, here's what I know. From that, many of you will get way more value than the $297 investment just from the mini camp, the mini boot camp version of what we're going to do. All right. Daphne, thank you for that. Send an email to your entire database, post the screenshot, bonus, include your super signature. Giddy up. John signed up for it. Joanna signed up for it. Right on. Okay. Well, we've set the new record for these for the live trainings. We've been going for about 75 minutes. So I think we're going to go ahead and come in for a landing. But let me say this in closing. you've got your homework, right? You've got your homework. We did a powerful exercise that I am promising you, if you start to make that a weekly habit, or maybe even a daily habit of just closing your eyes and envisioning that very best version of you, and you stepping into that version with shoulders back and your chest puffed up and your neck or your chin up high, right? We gave you an opportunity to get the early bird access to the boot camp. And what I will say is, we see a lot of people that are already taking action. But if you have questions, right, and you want those answered before you enroll, I get it. Some people, you just want to make sure what you're doing, what you're investing into. I get that 100%. Send me a private message, shoot me an email. You should probably have my cell phone, 717-571-0456, right? If I'm with the family, I'll get back to you later. But take action first, first and foremost, which you all have been doing an incredible job of at the challenge. So William, thank you, my friend. This was great stuff. I'm so hot and bothered and excited. I'm getting a little sweaty, even though it's like 10 degrees here. Very good. Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody. I can't wait to see your homework for day 4. Keep your results coming, good, bad, or indifferent. Okay. Post your results. Stay focused on taking right action, massive right action. I want to see how many of you, I know we've had at least a couple of you take listing appointments just from what we've done in the challenge, which is awesome to see. And many, many, many of you have gotten a number of appointments. If you need anything at all, please don't hesitate to reach out or even post in the group for some help if it can be crowdsourced. Thank you so much. Tomorrow is the last day, day 5. I know it's a Friday afternoon, but make sure you're there, because the work that we're going to do tomorrow, is going to keep you focused on the right things. It's going to create opportunities for you consistently that you wouldn't see otherwise. You wouldn't necessarily be aware of if you don't do tomorrow's assignment. So you definitely want to be there for that as well. Thank you so much. And looking forward to tomorrow already. And man, I can't wait for the boot camp, especially with the level of excitement that so many of you have shared as well. So thank you all. Let's get out of here. See you tomorrow.